Hello and welcome to Tiptik. On our website you can find lots of useful information and advice about online safety, because in a world where the internet is involved in our everyday life, we think it's very important to talk about the dangers and risks that we may face. We want to talk about the internet with parents, give you the information and tools you need to talk about the internet with kids. We want to show you how to set up your child's phones, online accounts and other devices, show you how to monitor their online activity, give you the power to identify risks and show you how to address them if they present themselves. You might ask yourself, what sort of risks? So let's go to the NSPCC and take some facts. In April 2017, the UK government introduced a new law. This new law made it illegal for an adult to engage in any form of sexual communication with a child, online or offline. Figures from June 2017 to June 2018 showed over 3,000 offences were brought to the courts in the UK under this new law. That means over 3,000 children in that year that we know of were contacted in a sexual manner online by an adult. That's 9 children per day. 62% of those were girls aged between 12 and 15 years old, and almost a quarter of them were under the age of 11 years old. So when you take into consideration that these facts are just one law, and also take into consideration the amount of crime that goes unreported each year, this problem is way bigger than it shows on the surface. We've got some other stats here from the UK Home Office, and they show that referrals of child abuse images and reports to the police and the National Crime Agency have risen by 700% in just 5 years. And according to the Home Office, these images are starting to become more and more graphic in nature, and they're starting to include younger children. On average, one child in every primary school classroom has been sent an indecent image online by an adult, and 1 in 50 school children have sent a naked image to an adult online. Tiptik are made up of a few people who, through different experiences, have worked to prevent online grooming, and we've seen firsthand the sheer amount of online predators that exist and pose a daily risk to millions of children. The threat is all too real, and right now your child could be sitting in the same room as you and be talking to one of those predators, and you don't know unless you check. Most children are really easily manipulated, and it's mine and your job to make sure that they're aware of what is right and wrong when they use the internet. They need to know who to tell if they come across any problems. One of the huge problems we face this day and age is sexting. Sexting is when you send messages of a sexual nature or naked images to another person. Between 2013 and 2017, more than 4,000 cases of minors sexting with images involved were referred to authorities, most commonly between the ages of 13 and 14 years old, but there have been cases involving children as young as 5. Once an image is uploaded to the internet, there is very little we can do to get rid of it again. Even if it's deleted, there's never ever a guarantee that it's gone or won't be uploaded again. We have various awareness videos on our website under the awareness section. We hope that these videos will help you to approach the subject and talk to your child about preventing this thing happening to them. Share awareness is very important. They're suitable for most ages, and after viewing them, your child should understand the risks, and maybe they will ask you questions. And if there is ever a question that you don't know the answer to, come to our forum and speak to the Tiptik community, or use our contact form on our website. We're also available 7 days a week on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, messages, and we will reply. We also want to make people aware of the law around images of people underage and raise a few points that you may not already know. An indecent image is an image which shows anyone under the age of 18 in a nude or sexual manner, and it is illegal to take, share or own such images, even if them images are of yourself. It's unlikely that an underage child would get into trouble for taking images of themselves, however it's not impossible, and there have been cases where children have received a police caution for this. As we mentioned before, there is never a guarantee that images can be removed once they're uploaded to the internet, so when you speak to your kids about uploading images, tell them, think before you upload. Would you show your parents that image? Would you show your grandparents or your local shopkeeper or your friends? And if you say no, then you probably shouldn't be uploading it. These are only a few points touching the surface of this issue, and it is our mission to bring you updated tips on a regular basis. All our apps and updated websites that become popular with children, we will go through and we will make it safe. You can start by following our Tiptik checklist, which is shown here. Simple tasks that we believe are the bare minimum that you should do to protect your child online, starting with checking their device at least once per week. More if you can. Check their messages and their accounts, check their friends list and the photos that they've been sending. Go onto our website. You can see lots of other things you should be looking out for. You should also know your child's passwords. Until your child is 18, it's your responsibility to protect them, online and offline. You can't do that if you can't access their accounts. Also use our website to educate your children, as we mentioned. Show them our videos, talk to them. Know the signs of grooming and how to spot them. Our website has got a whole section called Spot the Signs, and in there it explains the common traits in children who are being groomed and what you should look out for. Don't just look for it in your own children. If you see these signs in other children, report it. Go to our useful links page where you can find lots of links on how you can report child abuse. This website is updated regularly, so we hope you come back and we hope that you join our mailing list. We have a free newsletter that goes out every month. Any updates on new apps that you need to know about, we'll be sure to tell you. So please join that mailing list, and we'd like to thank you for visiting our website and taking the first steps for preventing your child becoming another victim of online grooming.